here at Zeal Integrated Health, I think it's important to bring awareness to breast cancer. And obviously in the month of October, we're honoring those people that are fighting that battle. We're really honoring those people that have won, and sadly those who lost as well. Hi, I'm Dr. Crockett, and this is Dr. Crocker with Zeal Integrated Health. And over 330,000 women just in 2021 are going to get diagnosed with breast cancer. 1 in 8 women at some point in their lifetime are going to be dealing with this disease process. And so today we wanted to take some time and talk about some of the risk factors and maybe some of the things that you can do to lower your risk of this monstrous disease. So let's start with just the risk factors. Let's talk about that.
Yep. So the first one I'm going to talk about is gender. Now, primarily this is going to affect your female population. That doesn't mean that a male can't get it, but statistically your female population is going to be higher in who's going to be getting this type of disease.
Now, there's so many of these breast cancers driven by estrogens.
Yep.
Now, not all breast cancer is estrogen driven.
Yeah.
So there are other types of breast cancer, but probably the majority of them we see it related to that.
Yep.
The other thing that we see a lot of times is genetics playing a role in this, and some people have maybe a MTHFR genetic SNP where they are not going to be able to detox properly. And that can increase that accumulation of estrogen inside the body. We see it also with the COMT genetic SNP, and that will also just how you break down estrogen. It prevents you from doing that properly and increases your risk as well.
Yep. The other thing you want to look at are other diseases that are putting you at a risk for developing breast cancer. And one of those things is going to be thyroid disease. You look at patients that have a hyperthyroidism or things that it's going to put you at an increased risk for developing that. There are other risk factors out there. We talk about just lifestyle in general. If you're eating a very unhealthy type diet, if you're not eating your vegetables, if you're eating foods that are high in saturated fats, you're already putting yourself at a risk for that. And I understand in all the world, right now it's so busy, we just think, well, I'll just go grab this once or I'll grab this twice, and it turns into a year or 2 or 3, and now you have this condition.
You bet. We see hormone replacement therapies be an issue. People that have hysterectomies early on and they get put on hormones. Obviously, if they're out of balance, it's going to increase risk of this as well. You see also some of these disease processes. You mentioned thyroid, but type 2 diabetes, just blood sugars being off can impact just those estrogen receptors and how that's going to influence us as well.
For sure. So let's talk a little bit about ways that this can be prevented. One of the first things I'm going to talk about is, I kind of mentioned this earlier, is a healthy diet. One of the things that you've got to look for in your healthy diet is that you're not putting phytoestrogens into the foods that you're eating. And you're going to ask, well, what exactly is a phytoestrogen? And there's a lot of different foods out there, but I'm going to give you an example of a few. Things like soy. You're going to find soy, you're going to look at the back of your package, and it's going to be in lots of foods. You're going to have things like rice, lentils, wheat. We find this in a lot of foods out there. If you're eating breads, if you're eating different pastas, it's going to be in those, and you really have to take care of that and make sure that you're eating a healthy, balanced diet.
You bet. So we talk about staying active. Obviously physical activity is going to decrease risk of this. We talk about sleep. Just melatonin levels have been identified as something that is in reverse correlation to somebody developing breast cancer. So as melatonin levels are dropping, risk of breast cancer is going up. And then we see these hormones being regulated properly, being in balance properly. Oftentimes, what we'll do here is we'll run what's called a Dutch Plus test to help identify, where your estrogens, progesterones, and testosterone levels are at. Are they in balance with each other? The unique thing about that test, it checks melatonin levels as well, and it also checks to see how are you breaking down estrogen. One of the things that drives this is if these estrogens are not being broken down properly. There's 2 main pathways that you break estrogens down. One of them, if you slow that process down, then you're going to accumulate estrogens. The second pathway, if you're pushing things through that pathway, it actually increases your risk of developing breast cancer. So by looking at those pathways, identifying if your physiology, your genetics is working properly, or is there an imbalance, you might be able to identify somebody that might be genetically at risk for developing this. Just think about this. What if you could catch this earlier on? if we could catch it earlier on and do something about it and maybe prevent you from even going down that road at all, that would be amazing. So, there's a lot of things that we can do with somebody's health here at Zeal, but I think when we talk about breast cancer, this Dutch Plus test is one of those tests that really gives us some answers and some ways to drive your health in the right direction. If you'd like to learn more about that, feel free to contact us here at the clinic, and we'll be glad to sit down and have a consultation about this.